But you come to North America, and somehow chemistry changes when you come across the ocean. Daikin was the first to make a decision. And actually, we approached all of our other competitors in this marketplace, and we said, hey, look, we really do believe R32 is the right way to go. And I'll get into that in a second, why we chose that. But we released all of our compressor patent technology because we said, hey, we'll even give you the compressor technology that we have because we truly do believe R32 is the best way to go. And so there's a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is R32 is a single component. So it brings us back to R22. It's not a blend. It's just easier for a technician to work with in the field. You don't have to worry about putting jugs upside down. You don't have to worry about it leaking it on unequal rates. And so a single component is a lot easier. You don't have to worry about superheat and subcool because you don't have the two different components in there. And so what R32 allows us to do is we can use less refrigerant in a unit, and because it has better heat transfer ability. And that does a couple of things for us. One, we can have smaller units. And that's a big deal to contractors, is we're able to have a much smaller footprint using R32. We use about 30% less refrigerant in our units compared to contractor or manufacturers that decided to go with 454B. So when you look at just the impact on the environment, you can't just say, okay, because yes, R32 has a higher GWP than 454B. Well, that's great, but if you're using 30% more of 454B, that kind of nullifies that argument that you have. The other kind of interesting fact is 70% of 454B is R32. And then you have 1234YF is the other component. That's 30%. So all you're doing is adding 30% 1234YF to the unit or to R32. So both units have the same amount of R32 in them. So you're just adding another component in there, which adds for more complexity. And also R32 is proven. So it's been out since 2012, and we know that we haven't had any issues on the rest of the globe. And, you know, the thing I really scratch my head with is if you Google some of the other manufacturers and just put Europe and then you put R32 in there, on those websites, for whatever reason in Europe, R32 is the best thing in the whole entire world. But you come to North America, and somehow chemistry changes when you come across the ocean. And I haven't figured that out quite yet, but that is interesting. It must have something to do with metric and the empirical system.
So how's the market responded then when you guys made this decision then and now versus now?
So we actually were very early to bring R32 to the market. As soon as building codes were in place, and the first state to allow a A2L to be put in was Florida. So we came out with our Atmosphera unit in late 2019, really started selling it in 2020. So, I mean, we're looking at 5 years ago, we started to put R32 units into the market. And really consumers, there hasn't been much pushback or issue at all. I mean,
It's like knowledge, honestly, right?
at the end of the day, consumers trust what their contractors tell them.